A 26-year-old is the fourth person to die shortly after changing from a branded version of the anti-epilepsy drug lamotrigine to a generic version called Logem. It comes after a U-turn from Pharmac today, after initially forcing thousands of patients onto the cheaper version. The drug buying agency now says patients can work with their health specialist to stay on the drug that best suits them. Now, in a moment, Guy Espiner asks Pharmac's medical director Ken Clark why. But first, Veronica Schmidt from RNZ's In Depth team with a mother who says her son died in August after he made the switch to Logem, and she won't give up until it's taken off the shelf.
William Oliver died on August the 12th, a few weeks after making the medication switch. He had a fatal seizure in the back of his car, the place he liked to go and sit when he needed time to himself. Mr Oliver changed brands after Pharmac, in a bid to save $30 million, pulled funding for Arrow and Lamictal on October the 1st, making the country's least favourite brand of lamotrigine, Logem, the only publicly funded version of the drug available. His mother, Joanna Oliver, says she is angry William was forced to switch brands.
When I read about this Logem, it really angered me. Really, this has happened to me, but it can happen to anybody.
Miss Oliver says her son, who was diagnosed with epilepsy 10 years ago, was having about one seizure a month, but after switching to Logem, he started having seizures every week.
He commented on it, changing. And I says to him about why change something that's been working for you, because I hadn't seen a seizure.
Miss Oliver, who has a sister and another son with epilepsy, reported William's death to the Centre for Adverse Reactions Monitoring, or CARM, earlier this week. 3 other deaths have also been reported to CARM over suspicions they are connected to the medication switch, which affects about 11,000 people. News of Mr Oliver's death comes after Pharmac today backed down on the brand switch, following the deaths and pressure from Epilepsy New Zealand, who represent 50,000 patients on epilepsy medication. This afternoon, the drug buying agency announced it would widen access to the Lamictal and Arrow brands of lamotrigine via its exceptional circumstances process. But that comes too late for William Oliver.
This is not about money for New Zealand. This is about people's lives, families. I've got 6 kids. And it hasn't only affected me, but it's affected, he was number 6, but it's affected my other kids too. The grief they've had to go through, the one that has seizures, the thoughts that go through it. He was quite close to the one that died. And so it's not about money. This is what it's not about.
The 4 deaths have been referred to the coroner. Ko Veronica Schmidt, aho.
And Pharmac has got in touch in the last hour to confirm that Medsafe told it about the death this afternoon. It says it's working with Medsafe and the Centre for Adverse Reactions Monitoring on this and other adverse event reports.